CCCCEQX. HUDI. EOLS.
Tone, what's up, Tone? Hi, you got the notification. Cool. Let's see if more people hop in here. Kind of wanted to see if I can do like a morning review. Hope you're having a good morning. Luca, what's up? Bomb the bid? Dude, let's go. I figured. Luca, yeah, just kind of in a, kind of went private, nothing on anybody, just working on a selected group rather than being public to 20, 30, 40,000 people. But wanted to go over WLDS, bomb the bid. I know you saw this pre-market where, you know, we had this strong bidder action pretty much all morning. Even in this pullback, there was big bidders, and then once this thing opened up, the bidders, I call this the bidders leaving the building, quick high day clear out stuff, and then this thing was heavy throughout the whole day. All right, that's what I look for in almost every play that I go short in. Same thing happened with AI back in this day right here, 2.8. It's 2.6, 2.8. This day right here, you had a huge bid run up right here, and as soon as actually this candle right here at 10.10 made a new high, this 10.15 candle was pushed with no bidders, just retail slapping, and then this false breakout right here on the 5, and then this thing just pulled down and sold off with no bidders there, and buyers kind of just walked away. Let me see. I'm wondering why it's not showing up for my YouTube. Yep, that's exactly what this is too. We're seeing these a lot, we have them in the tracking folder too. This is that beautiful play. I think we have Hills potential right now. It's kind of pulling back already, which is fine. Sometimes you miss these. They happen pre-market, and then that's it. There is no more entry. Let's see. We're still got a level at 180 on the daily. This could bounce. You see this daily right here, though. This is what I look for, too, when I'm about to trade something. The highest day volume right here, 10 mil, and then followed by 59. I think Hills has 7.5 right now. But so this thing likes to open, push up, and then fade on this highest volume days. Jonathan, what's up? Hope you have a great day too. Kind of just going over what I mean when bidders leave the building. I know you hear it in chat with us, so that's great. I didn't watch this move right here. Kind of got in a little late, but it kind of looks like it's starting to do that. See if this holds 180s. Probably pushes back up. But again, our WLDS move from yesterday's short, strong bidders pre-market. Even on this pullback, the bidders were there. Open market bidders completely gone. I mean, there's no 20, 30K, 40K bidders holding this up. Hills. I don't see too much right now. I think SQL wild moves right here. pretty crazy. Look at the daily, almost sold off and then did this crazy action. Thank you. My bad. Yeah, SQL. It's kind of cool. I'll probably be looking to potentially get short on that. Let's see how the bids and the ask and the tape is open. Haven't been really trading too much pre-market. Yeah, thank you, Cosmic. What else did I trade yesterday? It was okay. What was it? Um, SQLT, SLQT. Here we go. Okay, another name, right? Strong bidders throughout this whole move. And guys, this is interesting, right? This is a 5-minute flag setup. Okay. Understand, sometimes we're going to have a 5-minute candle make a new high. This looks like it's going to break down. But this setup right here held with these bidders. All right. Bidders stepped up. There was no more follow through. So this, you might see a 5-minute candle make a new high. It's just not ready. If you look down below, Ticker, what's up? What's up, brother? If you look down below, look at the VPA. It's super light still, okay? Even on this 1 minute, this volume is very light, okay? There is no follow through. Yes, this is a 1-minute candle attempt to make a 1-minute new high, and also a 5-minute candle to make a new high. But there's no follow through. There's no stuff. This thing's holding up 203s. And then one of the big things that I talked about was I was looking for volume divergence. Volume divergence, guys, is basically when you see this low volume pullback, this consolidation, we're going to start seeing this, first volume bar on the 5 to make almost a new high. And then we start getting that kind of curl ramping volume back up. JD, what's up? What's up? All right, so super important to, try not to get faked out on these first 5s make a new high. Understand we're looking for bidders right on the level 2 and also buyers. Okay, this one had I think a little bit of a spread, so watching that, being mindful, guys. If you see this right here had ramping volume up here on the 1 and had a nice stuff candle, but it also held previous pivot pretty well, got slurped back up, buyer stepped up. Even after this stuff right here, look at the volume right here, kind of selling volume is diminished again. And then we had buyers step up to make new highs. 249s was pretty much this level right here, right? Any type of a ceiling and floor, trying to match this up, trying to find some type of level. Regardless from here to there, from the 240s, the 250s to about 320s is a bunch of supply. So if this did continue, we're looking for tape shift, probably in this area right here on the daily, okay? Anywhere between 320s, all right, 320s to 250s, we're looking for some, if it did ramp up that high, we're looking for some type of tape shift, okay? And if it blasts through, we're looking for a strong bid stack, okay? So play this one both ways. Went long on this 5-minute setup, and then I shorted this in my Guardian account, and it was actually ETB on TOS, so I could have shorted on this, but I only shortened my short account for a reason, because I just I'll go long in here. All right, SLQT bidders started to leave the building on this, but more importantly is when you see these bidders, there was bidders stepping up, right? But if you watch the level 2, or if you have the ladder, you're going to need to watch level 2, right? If you're using the ladder, there's going to be single bidders. When I see single bidders, they pop up right here. It's usually one exchange. There's not multiple exchanges following this. I like to see, when I see a strong bid stack at every price level, we got stacks 190, 189, 188, or 215, 216, 217. And then when I look on the level 2, it's multiple exchanges. It's not just one. When I see one, that kind of gets me a little sketched out, because if this one exchange gets sold into, or if that bid gives up or pulls, then we're going to start seeing more pullback. And As a long, I really don't like seeing that. Okay. So when this started to actually pull back, guys, all right, you know, what do you like to see when we're long or in a pattern, right? Higher lows. Okay, something that's creeping up, right? Even right here, this is not breaking this previous low. This is not breaking the low. This opens up, things like that. All right, so this is making lower highs on the whole way down. Okay, if I was marking my levels and I'm short, this thing is making lower highs the whole time. All right, there was like 219 level on this, a 230 level. I think you had yeah, right here, 238s. If you just mark your lines and kind of go over this, right? 225s was pretty heavy. This is a intraday pivot. Okay, see this right here? There's no more continuation. This is staying heavy at these levels, and we're continuously making lower highs. And we called out, or I called out, it called me crazy, a 190 target, and this thing actually tapped 190s. So that was a 6 short from 250s. Had about a 250, yeah, 250 average. Okay, another thing, this is SSR, right? So if you're trading these names and you're like, hey, I'm getting crappy fills, well, you're probably getting crappy fills because it's a short sell restriction. So you're going to get filled whenever you can if something is pulling back on the way down. Okay, pops up, breathes, then you might get, if this thing pops up and you're trying to short it, and then you have an entry at 233, it pops up, then you might start to get filled on the way down. But if you try to short something that's short sell restriction, it's just dumping really hard, you might get bottom ticked on this not knowingly. Okay, it's a big difference. Oh, you fought Tone. Bomb, you fought this? No, yeah. This is you know, if you're short, try to take your short entry and then just, have a stop. If it hits your stop, then you're out. Or, look for these type of things. If you're taking a short and you kind of get in anywhere right here, you know, uh, look for some previous levels, daily levels. More importantly, watch the tape. See how if it's selling off. This thing had steady selling pressure, and even when buyers did kind of step up, it stood heavy. All right, so again, SSR names. I had orders to get filled on the ask, so I got filled instantly on the wall on the ask guide, so that was great. That was a great trade. So this was my only long, basically. Tried a few others, but discretionary. Nothing really to go crazy about. And then I caught the backside short on this. And WLDS too was a great one. This is our nice pre-market gapper crapper. Strong bids opens up weak bids. Okay, on that one. Other than that, that's all I just wanted to get on here and chat with you guys. Kind of do like a morning review, things like that. Okay, this is holding up. I would like for this to get up higher, and for a potential short entry. I'm not really gonna play pre-market just because I don't really like the tape. It's kind of slow to me. Spies bouncing off 4, going to 5. But yeah, other than that, so again, just remember, um, guys, all right, a great thing to talk about real quick too, guys. It's not about whose plays the best. Zag, what's up? It's not about oh great call, good this or that. It's about being on the right side of the trend, the right side of the play. Yo, Jay, what's up, Jay? Long time. All right, so it's about being on the right side, right? It's understanding how the tape's moving, understanding how, it's setting up, okay? Whether the long on this play could last for a little bit, cool. And then all of a sudden it gets heavy and now it's a short for a long period of time. So if you understand both sides of the tape when you're trying to look for a long and a short, it's going to sharpen your skills up tremendously. So, it's been great shorting. I'm almost more short than I am long now just because of the way the market's been. When the market heats up, something similar to August, I'll be ready to hit the gas with some size. But right now, I'd rather hit some size shorting and play long with minimal risk for now, which is fine. SLQT was a great one. Um, Let's go. Yeah, yeah, Jonathan, post some what you saw on SQL about the tape. So that'd be cool to kind of catch up on. I guarantee this thing was crazy throughout this whole. This is a nice. So when I see something like this, I see a bull run, right? So how was the tape this morning? I wasn't here. This was super early. I mean, this is a morning. You got to be up, 4 a.m. If you're in Cali, that's probably like 1 o'clock in the morning, or on the West Coast. But I guarantee, just by looking this and seeing the volume and seeing how every pullback on this, there was probably a strong bidder on this. Sweet, yeah. Oh, you lost you lost the screenshot. It's cool. Uh, yeah, if you got it recorded, if you're using OBS, yeah, please. It's just cool because if you catch these, you can see it and it helps other people to identify a nice bull run, right? Anything that's pulling back, there's bidders stepping up. All right, something else I want to go over too, which I found interesting, something I've been watching, tracking, things like that. When you see a bid stack, right, and it's indicating a bull run, a push up, all right, the bid stack is so strong that it's holding up any downward pressure, which makes it easier for people to join or slap the ask, and the price starts jumping up and continuing up, right? And now it doesn't mean that there's a, you know, if you look at this 5 minute or even this one, that this is all purely buying. If you see there's some pullbacks, and in the micro time frame, there's always buying and selling going on all at once, right? So just because something is pushing with heavy volume, look for continuation, or people can get it in. Okay, so HPCO, yeah, here we go. Okay, all right. A play like this, guys. See this accumulation? Okay. Now imagine someone's in here accumulating, and you don't know if it's long or short. All right. This is what I call a false breakout. I really don't like playing these, what is it, ascending triangle patterns or a wedge, especially where high day break is right here and something like this happens. Looks like shorts got comfy and they got blown out right here. And now, they got blown out, but the real short was paying attention to this after hours and seeing it sell right back off, and then again in the morning for maybe an overnight swing. But all right, right here. When you see something like this doesn't mean that this is a strong indication of buyers right here. Some of could have loaded up, accumulating short. You get this high day stuff, fine, right? This pops up. There was zero bids on this pop up. I saw it. Okay. There's no strong bid stack. Okay. What does that mean? If we go to start to break high day and then more shorts pile in and there's a weak bid stack, this thing is going to come crashing down like it did. All right. No bid stack, there's no support if people short, if people take profits, right? Because if you take profits, sometimes you're going to get filled at best available price. If there's no buyer stepping up simultaneously as you're trying to take your profits, you're more than likely selling into the bid. All right. So high day stuff right here, bid support gone, immediate halt down. All right. This accumulation could have been shorts, and if someone's short, and whoever's behind this, market makers, whatever the case may be, if you're accumulating short, even from this position and here, this is only like 20 cents. Maybe it doesn't stop anybody out. Maybe they hammer it harder, and then they short it. So if they accumulated short 320s to 220, that's $1 per share. That's still great. All right. As you can see, this thing, okay, super important, right? You see this big stuff. Look at the volume on this, dies out, right? When I see something like this and I'm like shorting something like this, okay, there is continuation to the downside, and then every breakdown is pretty heavy. All right, even when we try to reclaim something, there's still more selling pressure and more volume coming down to the downward pressure. All right, HPCO, something very different, okay? Or what do I do? Okay. All right, right here, this kind of just dries up. There's no more stuffs. Even this pop up right here, it's just flagging right here. There's no more like, hey, this flags. There's just stuff it dumps. All right, and then we're looking for new lows. something like that, or just pretty much continuation of selling pressure to the downside. All right, that's something what I'm looking for. And I don't know what this was. I had to leave, but there could have been a strong bid stack, buyer stepping up, right? Anybody short right here is starting to get squeezed. It's probably why we had this nice boner candle right here, or not even really right here on the one continuation, stuff like that. Now it's holding this 340s. This is what you want to see as a long if you were in here, and if I was short from here, you want to see this breakdown. Okay, so but you're going to see that a lot if you watch the tape level 2 and kind of see where the trend's going. All right, don't fight the trend, join the trend. But yeah, guys, just want to go over a couple things. Hope this helped this morning, just to touch up on what I like to see for a bull run, and then things that are setting up pre-market, open market, bidders leave the building. Don't get caught up in buying a dip, because that dip will keep dipping, or could potentially keep dipping. Again, right? It doesn't matter who's on what, whose idea is better than someone else's, but just learn to play on the right side when things start setting up. Oh, Mark, let me see. Mark had that tape flip. Wow, yes it did. Nice. See, okay, this is great. We have this what almost seems like it's starting to sell off, but holds 320s, 327s. And we had some nice buying pressure right here. This thing pulls back, still doesn't sell off or break this previous consolidation area right here. Bounces pretty much right off it and pushes for new highs. And then huge tape flip. Okay, I see it. Nice. I mean, look at this. So this held right here, push for new highs. Let's look at our daily real quick. Yeah, okay, so again, right? Always zooming out. I always have lines everywhere in my charts, guys. All right. Look at the supply this finally ran into. Okay. It makes more sense for this to look like this rejected right here on the daily, because we're running into a huge supply zone, and then tape flipped and sold off completely and made new lows. That's insane. What a sell off. All right. That's crazy. I wish I was here for that one, but unfortunately I gotta leave. But yeah, guys, I hope this helped. I'll catch you guys in the room. All right, much love. Peace out.